In today's episode of Where Does That Come From? We're going to be talking about sandwiches.
Now we all love sandwiches, but just where do they come from?
We've borrowed the assistance of a cookery book in the form of Zoella, aka Zoe Sugg, Cordially Invited, a seasonal guide to hosting any occasion and making a memory out of every day. In the book, Zoella helpfully outlines how to make a sandwich.
But what do we need to make our sandwiches, Jack?
For the sandwiches, Tom, you will need
8
slices of brown bread.
That's one more than 7.
If you go into your local supermarket, you probably won't be able to buy 8 individual slices, but that's fine. It tends to come in a loaf like this, and you can pick the 8 out and then make more if you wanted to.
But also you've got room for error. You can practice and practice up to 1.5 times with a loaf this size.
The next thing we'll need is butter. What for, you ask, Tom? Well, Zoella helpfully tells us for spreading, we'll also need 2 to 3 tubs of chutney.
Chutney. I don't have a tusp. This is a tusp.
Tusp. Although it's tubs for chutney.
You
No, it's fine.
You tit.
It's only chutney.
A tusp, or what's colloquially known as a tablespoon.
The next thing we'll need is 1 to 2 tsp of mustard. English.
A tusp, or teaspoon.
Mustard. The next thing we'll need is cheese.
Cheese.
If you're unsure, ask a supermarket advisor. The next thing we'll need for our cheese, ham and chutney sandwiches is ham.
Ham.
How on earth are we going to assemble it all?
Thank you for asking, Jack. Well, how on earth we're going to assemble it all is assemble it all with the help of Zoella Zoe Suggs, Cordially Invited.
When you're ready to assemble your sandwiches, lay your bread out onto your work surface and butter each slice.
Jack, I'm ready to assemble my sandwiches.
Let's begin.
So may I lay the bread out on my work surface and butter each slice?
Please.
Okay, now I will open the bread.
Please.
Once opened, select your 8 slices of bread that you wish to use in your sandwich.
We've got 8 slices there. Perfect for making sandwiches.
I don't like the crust.
Now we've laid out our bread, it's time to butter each slice. It doesn't say what side to do.
We are now buttering the bread. Right, that's one.
No, hang on. That's the wrong side. Now that we've buttered our bread, it's time to move on to the next step. The next step, spread your chutney on 4 of the slices of bread. And if you like, spread mustard on the other 4 slices.
We do not like, so we will not be spreading mustard.
No.
Oh, I've done one too many.
It doesn't say what to do. Lay the cheddar slices on top of the chutney sides. Then the ham on top of that.
Two.
The final stage, cut into halves or quarters to serve. We're going to do ours in halves because we like to share. And there you have it. Zoella's cheese, ham, chutney and bread sandwiches.
Thank you for showing us how sandwiches are made, Zoella.
See you next time on How Is That Made? Goodbye.